Hello everyone, a warm welcome to my new session on Java Programming, Class BCA second semester and EP syllabus, Chapter 1 Object Oriented Programming with Java. So this session is continued from the last session concepts. The last session we are discussed about the concept of basic concepts of object oriented programming. It has the number of basic concepts of object oriented programming like object, class, data abstraction, data encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and dynamic binding. Then we move on to the next slide, basics of Java programming. It has a sub-concept, evolution of a Java. We can also call it as Java history. A Java is general purpose object-oriented programming language developed by the Sun Microsystem of USA in 1991. Java is originally called as O. It is developed by the scientist named James Gosling. Java was invented for the development of a software consumer electronic devices like TV, toaster, washing machine, fridge, etc. The main aim had to make a Java is very simple, portable and also reliable. So this is brief history about the Java. So Java has some of the milestones. So that the some important milestones in the development of a Java. Some of the years like 1990 to the 2004. In 1990, the Sun Microsystem has decided to develop a software that could be used for a consumer electronic devices. It is a project named as the Green Project. It is headed by the scientist called James Gosling. In 1991, explored possibilities of the C++ which has some of the updates announced a new language named as the O. In 1992, demonstrate a new language to control a list of a home appliances. The whole team is verified the applications of the new language to manage a list of home appliances using the some of the handheld devices. In 1993, the World Wide Web appeared on the internet and transformed the text-based environment into the graphical-based environment. In 1994, the team developed a new web browser that we can call it as a hot Java. This hot Java is used to locate and run applets. The applets are the small Java programs that is run on the web browser. In 1994, we are used the web browser called as the hot Java. In 1995, the Oak was renamed as the Java. Many companies such as Netscape and Microsoft announced their support for Java. In 1996, the Java became the language for the Internet programming and general purpose object-oriented programming language. In 1997, the Sun Microsystem has released the Java Development Kit, that means JDK 1.1 version. In 1998, Sun Microsystem is released the Java 2 with the versions of 1.2 version of a software development kit, that means SDK 1.2. In 1999, the two platforms were released, J2 SE and also J2 EE, means J2 Standard Edition and J2 Enterprises Edition. In 2000, Sun Microsystem is released the J2 SE with the SDK 1.3 version was released. In 2002, J2 SE with the SDK 1.4 version was released. At last, the 2004, the J2 SE with the JDK 5.0 was released. Nowadays, we were using the many versions like the JDK 6.0, 6.1, 6.2, and 7.1 and 8.1, etc. So these are all the some of the important milestones in the development of a Java. Then we move on to the next slide, the features of a Java. This is a very important. The some of the features of a Java like compiled and interpreted, platform independent and portable, object oriented, robust and secure, distributed, familiar, simple and small, multi-threaded interactive, high performance, dynamic and extensible. First, let me know about compiled and interpreted. So what is a compiled and what is the interpreted? So basically many computer languages like C, C++, that are all either it is compiled or it is interpreted. But Java comes together both these approaches like the compiled and also the interpreted. The Java compiler, it translates the Java code into the bytecode instructions, but the Java interpreter, it accepts the bytecode, then it is translated into the machine code. This can be directly executed by the machine that is running the Java program. So that Java has two approaches like compiled and also interpreted. Then go to the next second feature, platform independent and portable. Independent which means that it does not dependent on any hardware, and portable means that very small. This can be easily moved from the one computer to another computer system. So that the Java it support the features of an portability. Java programs can be easily moved from the one computer system to another computer system and anywhere. So that we can call it as a portability. Java certifies the portability in two ways. Like Java compiler generates the bytecode instructions that can be directly executed on the any machines. In the second way, size of primitive data types are independent so that it does not dependent on the any machines. So that property we can call it as a platform independent. Then go to the third feature, object oriented. Already we know the concept of Java. It is the truly object oriented programming language. The Java, it has a many object oriented concepts like class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, dynamic binding, polymorphism, etc. In the Java, almost everything it is an object because a program can be divided into the number of sectors in the object oriented concept. That all we can call it as an object. So that in the Java, almost everything it is an object. All the program code and data exist in the objects and also the classes. Then go to the next feature, robust and secure. Java is the most strong language which provides many securities to make a certain reliable code. A Java includes the concept of exception handling, which means that which retains the serious errors and reduce all the kinds of threats of crashing the system. So this is we can call it as a exception handling. Then security. Security it is a very important feature of an Java, and this is a strong reason that the programmers use this language for a programming on the internet. So that this is a very important feature in the Java, robust and secure. Then go to the next feature is distributed. A Java it is a distributed language for the construct applications on the network. So which can contribute both Java data and programs. A Java applications can open and access the remote objects on the internet easily. That means the multiple programmers at a multiple remote locations to work together on the single task. So this is we can call it as the Java it is the distributed language. Then go to the next feature is simple and small. A Java is a very simple and small language because the Java does not use a pointer, Java does not use a header files, Java does not use a goto statements, etc. So that Java is also eliminates the concepts of an operator overloading and also multiple inheritance. So that Java it is a very small and simple language. Then go to the next feature is multi-threaded and interactive. What is a multi-threading? A thread is the single flow of control. Multi-thread means that multiple flow of control can run simultaneously, which means that multi-threaded means managing a multiple task simultaneously. Java maintains the multi-threaded programs. That means we need not wait for an application to complete a one task before starting a next task. This feature is very helpful for a graphic applications. Then go to the next feature is high performance. Java performance is very extraordinary for an interpreted language, majorly due to the use of an intermediate bytecode. Because a Java performance is that performance is that a very extraordinary for an interpreted languages because a Java architecture is also designed to reduce the overheads during a runtime because an incorporation of a multi-threading it improves the execution speed of the program. So that property we can call it as a high performance. The last feature it is a dynamic and also extensible. Java is also a dynamic language because Java it is capable of dynamically linking the new classes and the new libraries and methods and also the objects. The Java programming it supports the some of the functions written in other languages like C and also the C++ known as the native methods. So this is we can call it as a extensible. So that the Java it has a two features like dynamic and also the extensible. So these are all the sum of the features of the Java like compiled and interpreted, platform independent and portable, object oriented, robust and secure, distributed, small and simple, multi-threaded and interactive, high performance and dynamic and extensible. We move on to the next slide. Java differs from C. How the Java is differs from C? It has the sum of the different points regarding this how Java is different from the C programming language. The first point is that Java does not include C unique statements keywords like size of and also typedef. But a C programming it includes these type of keywords like size of and typedef. But a Java it does not include this type of a unique statement. Then second point is that Java does not contain the data types like struct and also union. But a C programming it has two data types like struct and also union. For the struct keyword is used for defining the structures. Union keyword is used for defining the unions. Third difference is Java does not define the type modifiers like auto, extern, register, signed and unsigned. But a C programming, it defines the sum of the type modifiers like auto, extern, register, signed and also unsigned. Then the next difference is Java does not support the explicit pointer type, but C programming it supports the explicit pointer type. Then go to the next point. Java does not have any preprocessors like an hash define, hash include, hash def, etc. But a C programming it uses the include statements like an the preprocessor statements. Java does not have any preprocessor statements. Rather than using the preprocessor statement here, Java used some of the import statements. Then go to the next statement. Java requires that the functions with no argument must be declared within a empty parenthesis and not with the void keyword as done in the C programming. But C programming, the sum of the functions with the argument and must be declared within a parenthesis, and here with the void keyword is also used in C programming. The next difference is that Java adds a new operators like these two operators, instances of and that one, but C programming, it does not add any new operators like these two. The last difference is Java adds the labeled break and also continue statement, but C programming, it is used only a break and also the continue statement. So these are all the some of the points regarding how the Java is different from C programming language. Then go to the next slide. Java differs from C++. That means the comparison in Java and also the C++. So these are all the some of the differences between the Java and also the C++. First point is that Java is truly object-oriented programming language. C++ is basically C with object-oriented programming language. So Java, it is a truly object-oriented programming. It has some of the basic concepts like object, class, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, etc. C++, it is a basically with the C programming and also with the some of the object-oriented concept. So it is called as partially object-oriented concept. Second difference, Java does not support operator overloading concept. But C++, it supports the operator overloading concept in the polymorphism. Third difference, Java supports labeled with loops and also statement blocks. But C++, it supports the goto statements. Then the fourth point, in the Java is compiled into the bytecode for a Java virtual machine, and the source code is independent on the operating system. As in the case of a C++, this source code, it can be written to be a platform independent, and it is written to take an advantages of a platform. C++, it is typically compiled into the machine code instructions. So normally it is in the Java is compiled into a bytecode, then it is bytecode into a machine code. But in the C++, it is directly transferred from the high level language to a machine level language. The sixth difference is that Java does not support multiple inheritance of a classes, but it supports the interfaces. As in the case of the C++, it supports the multiple inheritance classes. Seventh difference is that Java does not support a global variables, so that every variable it should be declared within a class only. But as in the case of C++, it supports the global variable. So we all know about what is a local variable and what is a global variable. Local variable, which means the variables which are declared within the function or within a main function, that we can call it as a local variable. Global variable, which means that the variables which are declared outside the main function, that we can call it as a global variable. So that Java does not support a global variable. C++, it supports the global variable. Then eighth difference is that Java does not use a pointer. But as in the case of the C++, it supports the C pointer concept. So pointer means that pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. Once again, I'll repeat. Pointer is a variable which stores the address of another variable. So that C++ it uses the pointer concept. Ninth difference, in the Java, it strictly enforces an object-oriented paradigm. Means that the Java, it strictly enforces an object-oriented programming concept like encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, message passing. But as in the case of a C++, it allows both procedural programming and also object-oriented programming concept. The last difference is that in the Java, there are no header files in Java. But in the C++, we have to use header files in header files in C++, like #include istream.h, #include conio.h, #include stdlib.h, etc. So these are all the some of the differences between Java and also the C++. That means how a Java is different from C++. So thank you.